Hello everyone. Today I'm going to do something a little different. I want to explain to you why I recommend the Dark Knight trilogy. Alright, let's begin. So, before we begin, I'll tell you what these films consist of. They consist of Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, and The Dark Knight Rises. Oh yeah, just thought you should know the movie titles, so you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, oh yeah, I'll keep spoilers at a minimum. I'll try and make this spoiler-free, but no promises. Anyway, now, let's get started. Let's start up with the first film, Batman Begins. Alright, so it's really hard to explain this movie without putting in spoilers. Also, it's been a hot while since I actually saw this film, so this film is not so fresh in my mind. But I'll just say what I have to say. It is a really good start to the Dark Knight trilogy. The villain is Scarecrow, by the way, and that's all I can really say about this one. This movie, it's like, in my opinion, the weakest out of the three, but still pretty fucking good. I highly recommend it. Now, let's talk about the next film. Now, let's talk about the second film, aka the fan-favorite Batman film, the fan-favorite DC film, and even the fan-favorite superhero film in general, The Dark Knight. That is the best out of the whole trilogy, and I am in love with this movie, especially the Joker. He was done so well in this movie. By the way, he was played by Heath Ledger. I don't know if I said it right. Which, rest in peace, by the way, as he passed away from an overdose. So, rip. His Joker was so good. Hell, even some of the stuff that he did as Joker were not even part of the script. And, like, the whole cast, they were terrified of him. That's how good he was. It's very rare to get actors like this. The closest we've ever gotten was, like, in my opinion, was William Dafoe as the Green Goblin. Yeah, this movie is really that good. So, yeah, on to the final movie. Now, on to the final film, The Dark Knight Rises. Although not as powerful as The Dark Knight, it's still pretty good. The main villain in this film was Bane. And, sure, but this film came out in 2012, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Back then, Bane was a villain, but if this movie came out now, we'd see him as a fucking politician. I will really try not to get deep into the spoilers. I saw this film the most recently, like back on Christmas Eve. And also the ending, it really wraps up the Dark Knight trilogy really nicely. Again, I won't spoil, but yeah. I recommend this movie as well as the entire trilogy. Now, on to the final verdict. Final verdict. Now, here's my rate out of 10. Batman Begins. I'd say a 6.5 out of 10. The Dark Knight, 11 out of 10. It is that perfect. And The Dark Knight Rises, I don't know, 8 out of 10. Or maybe even 8.5 out of 10. So, yeah. That is all I really have to say about the Dark Knight trilogy. I'm surprised I didn't even spoil the films. So, that's another accomplishment. Now, there is a reason why I made this video. First off, to stall on my rants, because I really don't want to talk about Pinocchio, and I have this opportunity to, but I just don't want to talk about it. I want to talk about something great. So I decided to just talk about the Dark Knight trilogy. And here's another thing I have planned for you guys. I will do a top 10 opinionated top 10 favorite movie villains of all time. I already have the list down, but although not in particular order. And judging from this video, it's probably obvious who number 1 is going to be, but you'd be interested in who else will be in the bunch. So yeah, hope you look forward to that, and until then, I am signing out. Later.